So, you've made a mistake. Hi guys, welcome back to the Teens with Experience channel. My name is Brianne Wynn, and today we're going to be talking about mistakes. Humans make them, we as teens especially make a lot of them. Whether it be with friends, family, bosses, teachers, co-workers, strangers even, whoever it may be. We've made mistakes, and it's hard to make amends with those. I'm going to be teaching you how to get over your mistakes, how to not repeat those mistakes, how to apologize especially, and just in general how to move on with your life without dwelling too much on that mistake. But before we get started with all that, if you like today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below to the Teens with Experience channel. Make sure to click that bell icon to get notified whenever we post new videos, because it's not just me, but so many other really amazing content creators make content almost weekly, so you better stay tuned for that. Also, we don't just make YouTube videos, we make all sorts of media content, so make sure you follow us on every single social media platform, and we will be linking those down in the description box below. Last but not least, please make sure to visit our website. We'll be linking that down in the description box as well. There you'll find more fun articles, more information, and you can find out how you can contribute to Teens with Experience. Now that that's all out of the way, let's get started with the video. Now, like I said before, we as teens can make a lot of mistakes. And I mean a lot. Whether that be being a couple minutes late to work or really severely hurting your friend, we've all made those types of mistakes. Whether it be small, large, in between, we've all made them. Now, if you've watched this video and you are still confused on what to do, or you need an opinion, or just someone to talk to, we here at Teens with Experience are here for you. DM us on any social media platform that we are on, and we will get back to you and we will be there for you. Now, number one is apologize. Genuinely apologize. Now, the key word here is genuine. Take a step back, reevaluate the moment, pinpoint what you did wrong, and base your apology off of that. It doesn't need to be this 5-paragraph long essay of why you were wrong and how sorry you are. It just needs to be from the heart and sincere. No snide remarks, no shallow excuses. It shouldn't be an apology to cover yourself or just for the sake of an apology. You should really feel sorry for it. And if you don't feel sorry for it, or if you don't see what you did wrong, then you kind of have to evaluate that even further, and I'll talk about that later. Now, of course, only apologize for the stuff you need to apologize for and nothing more than that, because if people are asking you to apologize for something you didn't do, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Number two, put yourself in someone else's shoes. You've probably heard this phrase now like 100 times within your life, but it really applies here. Take yourself and put yourself in their shoes. This is what I said earlier. If you don't know what you're apologizing for or where you did wrong, this is something that you can do. And even if you do realize what you did wrong, put yourself in that person's shoes. Walk through the actions of how you two interacted, whether that be with a classmate, whether that be with your boss, with your parents, with your siblings, with your friends, whomever. Simulate the situation in your head, see where you went wrong, maybe think how that would hurt you and how you would feel, and apply that to your future actions so that you don't repeat those same mistakes. 3, realize that forgiveness can take time. Now, while a lot of our mistakes are pretty small, sometimes we can make that unfortunate, really huge mistake, whether that be the final straw of repeating a very small mistake or making a huge mistake or even an unforgivable mistake. A sorry can get you far, but it can only go so far. Some of the mistakes we make are cuts. Some of the mistakes we make are gunshots. Apologies are like band-aids. They can heal one, but not necessarily the other. For a gunshot wound, you need to take time. You need to really take care of that wound. You can't just slap a band-aid on there and expect a gunshot wound to get better. Hey guys, sorry for the abrupt setting change. This is editing Brianne. I was too lazy to set up my filming space again, so we're here now, and there's just one more thing I forgot to add. Some wounds, if we're continuing this analogy, will never heal. Cuts will heal. Gunshots will most likely heal with love and attention. There are some wounds that are so deep and are so bad that we cannot heal them. No matter how much time, no matter how much patience, no matter how much growth we have made, some of them will never heal. Sometimes you might have hurt a person so bad, or you've made a mistake so big that relationship with that person or that injury will never heal. It has been severed, it has been cut, it will never go back to the way it was. And sometimes we need to accept that. We as people have feelings and we want them to be valid, and if someone's feeling is that they don't want to have a relationship with you anymore because of the mistake you made, you have to let that happen. Obviously, it sucks for you, but for them, that's the best way for them to heal. Not all apologies deserve a forgiveness, no matter how good the apology is, no matter how much growth you made, no matter how much improvement you've made to better yourself and learn from that mistake. Sometimes those mistakes are so big that they can never be reversed nor forgiven. And that's honestly the hardest point that I have to make in this video. There have been mistakes that I have made that have severed relationships with people. There have been mistakes that people have made that severed their relationships with me. It's vice versa. It happens. But the good thing about this is that life moves on. You will continue to live. That other person will continue to live. Hopefully you or that person have learned from their mistake. You have improved yourself and you have moved on and everything is good and chill. And back to your regularly scheduled programming. I was about to do the hand slap, but then I realized the other clip doesn't have the hand slap, so bye, I guess. That logic can be applied to this situation as well with mistakes. Sometimes if someone doesn't immediately forgive you after apologizing, understand where they're coming from. And don't just wait it out until they are less angry to try to swoop back in. Really take the time to understand where you went wrong and try to better yourself so that you can regain that person's trust. Number 4, reflect. Why did you do the thing you did? Why do you think that was acceptable to do? How can you fix that problem in the future? Is it an easy solution? If it's not, what can you do to make it an easy solution? Like I said, self-improvement and growth can take a lot of time, but when you realize what you need to improve on, that's a million steps above a lot of other people. And like I said, if you still need further opinion or just need advice on what to do or just someone to talk to, again, contact Teens with Experience. We are here for you. Number 5, forgive yourself. I know that a lot of us make mistakes, and even days, weeks, months, years later, we still dwell on those mistakes. We think, what could we have done differently? Why did we do that? I'm so stupid for doing that. And I'm telling you, you need to let that go. The past is the past. And while you should probably get the consequences for all of your actions, you will most likely, if you're very far in the future, have already received those consequences. If you've reflected on yourself, if you've apologized, if you've grown yourself and if you've actually let yourself to improve, then there really should be no reason for you to dwell on that mistake. While yes, looking back on your past mistakes and seeing how you can improve on it is always a good thing, dwelling on it and being sad about it is just not a great thing to do. Realize that you've been on this earth between 1 to 2 decades. Our brains don't fully develop until the age of 25. We still have a very long way to go until we are fully developed, and then even then, when we're fully developed, we still don't have the best mindsets. Know that we're still young, we're still growing, and that things take time. Obviously, don't blame all your mistakes on the fact that you're young, but understand that we can make those mistakes since we're young. Realizing when you've made a mistake is a huge turning point for interactions in your relationships with other people. While we as teens can be known as rash, immature, very naive, if you realize what wrongdoing you did and try to help improve yourself with that wrongdoing, then you've made many great steps towards self-improvement, and I am truly proud of you. And that is the end of the video, you guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking till the end. I hope you really got something out of this, and I hope that some of my words and my tactics helped you. Now remember that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And usually that's said about things that hurt us, but that can also be applied the other way around as well. When you make those mistakes, they don't just hurt the other person, they hurt you, because usually you feel hurt when you've made a mistake that affects someone else. And knowing that and fixing that mistake so it doesn't happen in the future, that makes you a million times stronger, and I couldn't be more proud. Remember that the past is the past and that your past mistakes don't define you as a human being. We all have potential to do better. We just need to realize it and start working at it. Again, thank you so much for watching this week's video. Stay tuned for more future content from not just only me, but all the rest of the Teens with Experience content creators. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all soon. Make sure to comment, say what you want to see next, interact with us. I love you. Bye.